Hello everyone, I'm Andrea Holland. I'm going to show you today how to use a really neat feature called Poll Everywhere. Poll Everywhere is a website that you can use to create interactive polls as well as other instructional materials that you can use really well in a virtual setting as well as in a brick and mortar classroom that allows students to engage through the virtual world with their learning. So let's get started. If you're logging into Poll Everywhere for the first time, you're going to simply search for this on Google. Click on the link. And we are going to sign up. So at this point, you can pick whether you're a presenter or a participant. As the teacher, most of the time we're going to be the presenter, so we're going to click that. And the easiest thing here is just to sign up with Google. Select your account, and you are logged in. And these are the features on the free version of the application. So once I'm logged in here, I can select to create an activity. So we're going to click this blue rectangle right here. And then here are the different varieties of or options that we have for what we can create. We can create a multiple choice poll, a word cloud, question and answer activity, a clickable image, a survey, open-ended question. There's all kinds of things. So let's just say we want to start with your basic multiple choice. Maybe we're having a discussion with students about a novel, for example, and we want to check their level of comprehension. So we can create a multiple choice. So we click on that, and then here we can select what we want to include. So let's say maybe in my language arts class, we're having a discussion and we're reading an act from A Raisin in the Sun. So I'm just going to create a little multiple choice question to check my students' comprehension of the story at this point. So I'm going to pop my questions in here just to see how well they've been paying attention, how well they understand the plot of the story at this point. And then I can choose how many options I want to select. For the sake of time, I'm just going to put 2 options here. From the story that we're using. If I want to add more, I'm going to say add an option. If I want to add another question or another activity, I can do that. The really cool thing about adding another activity is that then I can select something else. Maybe I want to create some open-ended questions or some survey questions. But I'm going to go ahead and create this one right here. So I click create. And then here I have my question for students to see, as well as my option of answers. And up here at the top, you can see this up here, students are able to, prior to our discussion, they could have logged into my Poll Everywhere site following this link right here. Or if they're on a mobile device, they can text and enter a code to enter the room. And that's where they are able to then view the questions or view the activities and select an option. And when I'm ready for the activity to be visible on this site, I'm going to click Activate over here. So now it's active. Students can make their selection. Or if I'm maybe presenting on a screen at the front of a class, let's say I'm in a brick and mortar setting, I can present this question up here on the screen, just like this. Back to our activities, let's look at a couple other options that we can do. So let's say I want to create maybe a survey. Maybe I just want to have a bell ringer for my students when they walk in the classroom. So I'm going to ask them what they had for breakfast. This just gets them engaged. And let's then have some fun anonymously with technology. I can allow anonymous answers, or I can allow students to log in. I'm just going to create a couple of options. You can definitely add more here. I can also add another question. I can make this multiple choice. Again, I can select any of these other activities up here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click create. create my poll to give my students something to get them focused in the morning. So when I'm ready to make this poll active, I'm going to click Activate right here. I want to show you what a page looks like from a student's end. So you can see up here that my students are going to be logged into this website. They've got my username on their devices. So let's take a look at what that looks like. When they are logged in, they'll see a room like this. They'll go to this website. You can see that URL up here. And it says, waiting for Andrea Holland 206 presentation to begin. That means I don't currently have any active presentations for them to participate in. But if I activate this one right here, then we will see that immediately on the student's screen, that question is going to pop up, or that activity is going to pop up. Breakfast, we have one question here. We could have added more back when we designed the activity. So they're going to click Start Survey on their end. They see the question. What did you have for breakfast today? They're going to select an answer, and they're going to finish. Right here it says, all done. Thanks for their responding. This is what they see on their end. And what you will see on your end is that one student has responded. And again, if we click down here in this bar graph, we can see that 100% of our students chose this option, energy drink. We can also click up here and present it to our class, just like we did with our other activity. So lots of different choices to do with this free program. I find that it's a really great way just to keep students engaged, make them feel empowered during their lesson, and keep them interested in what you're presenting.